What's up, everybody? My name is Michael Allen, and this is the Movie Minute. This week on the Movie Minute, we're going to be talking about Matt Johnson's new film, Blackberry. Before we jump in, please do me a huge favor, like that video, hit that subscribe button. Would love to have you along on this journey with me, talking about my favorite films of the year. And without further ado, let's jump into Blackberry. Wow. I mean, Matt Johnson, Canadian director. This is his first feature film, and what a film to make. I mean, he did it all. So he directed the film, he wrote it, and he acted in it. And I mean, he basically nailed each one of those things. Here in Blackberry, as many of you know, many of you may not know, Blackberry was the first smartphone, really. I mean, it was the first phone that put email, texting, all in one, and it was pretty revolutionary, obviously. And so this film surrounds kind of how it happened and how it ended. It's set in 1996. It starts when this company, RIM in Canada, basically created the first Blackberry, the first smartphone. I think that's what drew me in, is the kind of the basis of this film is, who are you and who do you want to be and how do you get there? And I think in the light of success, success changes people. And this movie is about that. And it's about how it changes people. And it's about when you allow outside ideas and opinions and people to change who you are and change your kind of moral compass, the consequences can sometimes be dire. And so I just loved that aspect of the movie. Okay, so let's talk about the things that I liked. First and foremost, the script. Holy smokes, is it a good script. It just moves so well. Matt Johnson knew this story. He knew the story he wanted to tell, and he told it good. I mean, he wrote it well. Second of all, the style of it was unique. It was a little bit different. It had some voyeuristic tendencies to it, and I liked it. I think it really lent itself to the nature of the piece, of kind of what the smartphone is and what it becomes. There's just a lot of movement and dynamic camera work going on in the film that lends to the subject matter. And so I really, really enjoyed that. The performances are all great. So Baruchel, who we mostly know from How to Train Your Dragon, he lends the voice of Hiccup, has kind of come back. He was a comedy guy for a long time, but he really gives us something different here, which is awesome. I mean, he gives us a dramatic performance that I thought was really engaging. I really thought it was different for him. It felt like it was probably stretching for him as an actor. Matt Johnson as his buddy, as his co-business partner, is also awesome. He brings all this funny, quick wit, comedic presence, and I mean, it's on point.
Sorry, have you seen Star Wars?
No.
So let's talk about the pacing. I mean, it moves really well. It stumbles a little bit at the end. We'll talk about that in the things I didn't like, but the film moves well and it's engaging. I think that's the thing, is like when you're watching a film about just human nature, it really is important that you care immensely about what's going on inside of the characters. And it really is a fascinating look into the business world and the tech world from a really like moralistic standpoint, and like, where do you draw the line at who you want to be in these type of environments. Let's talk about the things that I didn't like. It's hard to make a story that spans over the course of decades. Like they always tell you when you make a movie, if you make a movie that is within one day, you're going to connect a lot better with the story, because there's just that the less time you have to cover, the easier it is as an audience to connect with those people. I feel like they stumbled on the end. It almost felt like it was too big of a jump. Like we'd been following along with these characters, and then all of a sudden it jumped time, and it kind of felt uncomfortable. And maybe he was going for that, but it just took me out of the moment. It really took me out of the movie, because things really drastically changed after this time jump. And I kind of felt like, oh, maybe that was too drastic of a change. So let's jump into ratings. I mean, from an entertainment scale, I mean, this is a 9 out of 10. Very entertaining. I thought it was going to be slow, and it wasn't. I mean, I really tracked the whole film. From a critic standpoint, I'd also give it a 9. I mean, it was really well made, well written, well shot, well directed. And so this gets a solid 9 out of 10 from me. I really enjoyed it. I'm actually, for a badge as well, I'm going to give it the Oscar bait, because I think that there are elements to this film that could get it an Oscar nod, depending on how they move forward in marketing and how they market themselves to the voters, the Academy voters. But I think it could get a nod specifically for writing. So at the end of the day, this movie is definitely a thumbs up from me. I think you should go see it. You don't have to see it in theaters, but I will just say you need to see this movie this year. It's worthy of a watch. It's a great film. And so until next time, peace out.